I know. Your girl is in OBX again. I automatically kind of get like pissed off because it was a long week. What's up, you guys? It's been a minute. I know. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff to catch you guys up on. Like, it's crazy. But it is currently Friday. It is, what's today's date? It's January the 9th. Oh my gosh. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. But yes, I have some stuff to catch you guys up on. But your girl has to hop in the shower real quick because I have to go into the office today. But while I go and do that, let's just like give y'all some little footage of when we went to the Outer Banks for Thanksgiving. I really didn't vlog that much, but I did do a house tour. So I'm gonna let y'all watch that while I hop in the shower. You guys, welcome back to another vlog. I know it's been a minute. I really debated if I was gonna vlog during this trip, but I brought my camera and said, why not? So your girl is in OBX again. I know we're here for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna try to hurry up and give y'all a quick little house tour before everybody comes here, because right now it's just me and Jack. I think my cousins are actually about to pull up. I think I saw their car. So let me give y'all a quick little house tour before everybody gets here and like all of our stuff gets brought in here. So this is the front door. This is the first level, which has, I hope y'all can see because I don't know where all the lights are. It's a pool table in here. It's a little like wet bar, refrigerator. It's a sofa right here, a TV. This leads out to the pool and a hot tub. This is a bathroom right here with a shower. And then this is a bedroom right here. All right, we're going up the steps to the second level. Took a quick intermission because we were choosing rooms. You gotta go around the corner. Okay, so this room has bunk beds. I think it's 2 fulls on the bottom, 2 twins on top. It has the bathtub, vanity. Then this is the room me and Jackson are staying in. Right here. Another bedroom. Oh, it looks so nice. Then here is washer and dryer. This is another bedroom. It leads out to a deck. All the bedrooms have their own bathroom. So vanity, bathroom is right in there. And then same thing, I think this room over here leads out to the deck, own bathroom. I'm trying, and this is like a little sitting area right here and a wet bar. I'm trying to hurry up, y'all, because Jackson is up here. All right, so then you come up. This is the main level. You have this huge table. You have another little sitting area. The view, crazy. The view goes crazy. Another sitting area. There's sliding doors over here that lead out to this sitting area. You have your TV. Kitchen. It has 2 refrigerators, microwave, oven. There's also an elevator that you can utilize. Then there's 2 bedrooms up here. Here's the Jackson, the first bedroom. Same thing. Walk in, shower. He was on the second floor with Tiny. Then that might have been Jack. Then this is just, I don't know where the light is. This is like the bathroom for everyone to use. And then this is the second bedroom up on the main floor. Bathroom, same concept. Walk in, shower. Ooh, ooh. All right. Sorry, that was kind of quick. I might try to give one on the last day if I missed anything. But yeah, we're bringing everything in. Ooh, y'all got pork rinds. I love me a spicy pork rind, baby. So yeah, we're excited. We're going to be here from Tuesday to Sunday. So should be fun. Okay, I'm back, you guys. So much stuff. I feel like this is the first week like that I've been back at work and like just back into like our normal schedule since, oh, I need to watch this. Since, you know, just being out of work and kind of like Jackson being out of school for Christmas, like vacation or like for the holidays and stuff like that. And it was not the best of week, y'all. I'm not gonna say it could always have been worse than what it was, but I just felt like my stress level this week was at an all-time high. So let's take it back to the Friday before the kids went out for like winter break. So Jackson's teacher hit me up and pretty much was like, hey, can you meet with me once school is back in? And I was like, sure, yeah, no problem. I was like, my spidey senses are tingling. Oh, I'm washing my face, y'all, with this Dial antibacterial soap because I kind of been having like some breakouts lately. So that's why I've been using this as a face wash. So yeah, I'm like, is everything okay? And she's pretty much like, yeah, I just want to discuss with you like his progress. Automatically my mind goes to, I have a feeling she's gonna try to say he needs to like change his schools, but it's right before the holidays. I already have enough stuff going on. I'm like, don't go down that rabbit hole. Take it for what she said and we're gonna move forward. So Monday comes and she sends home a letter saying that it's a IEP notification. So if you don't have a kid with special needs or have a kid that has an IEP, anytime they have like a formal IEP meeting, you get a notification. Well, that's how it is in Virginia. So I was kind of surprised because when she asked to meet with me, she didn't say it was like an IEP meeting. I'm thinking we're just kind of having like a parent-teacher conference and, you know, we're going to discuss his progress. So, hold on, let me wipe my face off. There we go. So where was I at? Okay, so yeah. So I was just pretty much thinking it was going to be like a parent-teacher conference. I didn't think it was going to actually be like a formal IEP meeting. And then, me being me, my senses were correct. On the IEP notification, it says to discuss his progress and potential placement change. So I automatically kind of get like pissed off because now I will take responsibility. I haven't really like reached out to his middle school teacher since he's been in middle school. Like I haven't really tried to like build a relationship with her, and I hadn't really reached out necessarily to like ask how Jackson was transitioning from going from elementary school to middle school. But in my mind, I'm kind of just like, if you're not telling me that things are going on and you're not like raising any kind of issues or concerns with me, I'm thinking for the most part, he's adjusting. So I kind of automatically kind of got annoyed or upset because I was just like, what has transpired that you felt was significant to prompt consideration of placement change? And if those issues were that, like, you know, significant, why hadn't you reached out to me to discuss, you know, those issues or concerns that you were having, you know, so we could maybe have like found a solution or put things in place so we wouldn't pretty much be here. I'm like, since Jackson has been in school in August, I haven't heard like pretty much a peep from his teacher, outside of one time she did call me and she was like, Jackson was like really upset in the classroom, and she asked, could I come and pick him up? And pretty much that's the only conversation that she's had with me. Now, in the beginning of the school year, my parents were picking him up from school, and I guess Jackson had an accident in class where he kind of like wet himself and it got on the floor, and she mentioned that to my mom. But outside of that, I haven't talked to this lady. I'm about to put the Towers 28 on my face. So you can only like imagine kind of like where my mind is at. So I feel like when you go into an IEP meeting, you have to be prepared. So I'm kind of like, it's Monday. I only have a couple of days to like really prepare for this, you know, IEP meeting. So I'm like contacting the people that I do know and the connects that I do have, and just trying to like get any type of like, you know, advice or guidance I can get. So I'm not just like blindsided, like going into this call. I'm pretty much like pulling his progress reports, his report card, anything that I've received since he's been in school, I'm re-reviewing it. I'm just like, were there any things or like maybe things that I glossed over or that I didn't pay attention to that like possibly could have like raised red flags to think why they want to like change his placement. Hold on, let me brush my teeth. Okay, so like I was saying, I pretty much like had reached out to like people that I know, and one of the individuals, she was like, I can attend the meeting with you on, wait, I'm doing this wrong. I'm getting ahead of myself, you guys. I need to do toner first. The toner that I use is by The Ordinary. So yeah, so she's like, I'll meet with you. I can come to like the IEP meeting with you. So I'm just like, great, that's perfect. So when the IEP meeting begins, I'm like, so, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself again. So when you get the IEP notification, it will list out who is supposed to be attending the meeting. So on the notification, it said it was going to be the special ed coordinator. It said it was going to be his therapist, and it said it was going to be his teacher, and it said it was going to be a gen ed teacher. Maybe they just kept the generic because that's typically like who is in an IEP meeting. But log on to the call, it's everybody that was listed from Jackson School as well as the school that they potentially want to move him to. So I had emailed his teacher earlier on in the week and was kind of like letting her know like, hey, during the, like, pretty much I told her like, hey, when should I expect the link for the IEP meeting? And I just want to let you know I'm going to have a family friend joining the call because I want to make them aware that I'm going to have somebody joining the call to support me. I don't like just want to blindside them and have her like come up there. So I never hear back from his teacher. I don't hear back from her literally until the day of the IEP meeting, and she sends me the link. I try not to go down rabbit holes or start like thinking a kind of way. But in my mind, I'm like, you could have acknowledged my email. You could have like said, hey, you know, received your email. I'm going to send you the link, you know, on the day of the IEP meeting. Thank you for letting me know that, you know, you'll have a family friend joining or something. Just acknowledge me. She didn't do anything. So I kind of felt some type of way about that. But anyway, we're all on the call and pretty much I felt like his teacher didn't speak about him in a positive light at all. His teacher nor his speech therapist. Now, I have no problem with someone addressing issues with my child, but I feel like it's a way to go about doing it. Like, you have to realize you're talking about somebody's kid here. It never gets easy hearing your kid's weaknesses or their downfalls or how they're not, you know, what's the word that I'm looking for? How they do, like, they're not pretty much like cognitively at the level that they're supposed to be. And it was just like, she really didn't have anything positive to say about Jackson. So I really didn't like that. And I felt like she presented stuff in a way that if I didn't ask for clarification, other people on the call would think a certain type of way. So for example, she was like, he's hitting and kicking. To me, if you say someone is hitting and kicking, I think he's hitting and kicking like other kids, the teachers, the IAs. So I pretty much came in and I said, whoa, like, you know, he's hitting and kicking. Like, Jackson doesn't display that type of behavior at home. So like, what's going on? When is he hitting and kicking or whatever? And she's like, oh, well, I mean, he's hitting and kicking chairs. Or if we take away his device, like he'll hit his device. Okay, well, that's not hitting and kicking the way that you presented it. So there were like several times she would say things like that. And then somebody, either myself, my family friend would kind of say like, well, can you like, you know, like, what do you mean by that? Or someone else on the call from like the other school would kind of be like, well, you know, what, like, can you like clarify that? And she would like kind of change how she would present it. I ain't like that. The only people that spoke highly of him was his PT, which granted, she was his PT when he was in elementary school, so she's known him for a while. And his OT. His OT, really respectful. I like the fact that she addressed like the positives, but she also addressed like the weaknesses that he had. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, they were the only two individuals on the call that really spoke about him like in a positive way. And like I said, I don't like that. So, cause my child is in your care ultimately. So, oh, I haven't been showing y'all. This is the eye cream by Belief. So yeah, I kind of was just like really on defense in the meeting. Now they did give the other school the opportunity to kind of like talk to me about their program, and pretty much I was like, why would I send my kid here? No shade for like, you know, the parents that like kids go there, because that program may be the best fit for their child. I don't think that I don't think that program is going to be a good fit for my child. Pretty much, you know, the special ed coordinator for their school was kind of just like, well, do you have any questions for me? And I'm kind of thinking in my head, well, like, I didn't really prepare any questions for the other school because I didn't know they were going to be on the call. But I was just like, well, I don't really have any like questions, like specific questions, but I was like, but can you just tell me about your program? Can you tell me what a day would be like for Jackson if he were to go to your school? And she pretty much was like, he would be in his class for 90% of the time of the day. She said he will only come out for adaptive PE, and I think she said adaptive art in some other class. I can't remember it off the top of my head. They would come out for. But when they say adaptive, that typically means that he would just be going to like his elective with his class. So he wouldn't be interacting with like gen ed population like his peers. So she also said that they do eat lunch in the cafeteria with like the gen ed population, but they have their own table. So yet again, they're in there with the gen ed population, but they're not like integrated like in them with them like seating or anything like that. They just have kind of like their own table in the cafeteria, so there's really no like interaction. And I pretty much like was kind of like, I don't want that for him. Like the program that he's currently in now, like he does get to change classes for like different subjects. He gets to have a unified PE where pretty much 8th graders at the school apply to be a part of this program, and they do PE with like the special education class. He goes to art, and I believe his art is like a gen ed population. So yeah, he gets a chance to actually interact with his gen ed peers in his current program. So I was just like, no. And even the special ed teacher at the other school, she kind of was just like describing like that classroom. And she even said herself, she was like, I don't think this is like the least restrictive classroom for him. I pretty much felt like the individuals that were on the call at the other school were kind of saying, pretty much giving the vibe like, we don't think this program is for him. Like based off, because they had like sent over his IEP and everything. So they were just like, you know, based off his IEP and like what you all are describing, they didn't say it verbatim, but they just gave the vibes like, yeah, no, this isn't the program for him. So, you know, me trying to play nice, I was like, you know, I'm open to come visit your school. I'm open to come like, you know, see how the program is at your school. But in my mind, I already have it kind of set up that I'm not sending my kid there. No. And I will say, like, Jackson's teacher did email me after the fact, and she was kind of just like addressing some of the things that we talked about on the call, and she was kind of saying like, oh, if you want to have a phone conversation, we can. Now I will say, I felt like when we did have a phone conversation, I felt like her vibe was different on the call with just me and her. I felt like she gave a different kind of vibe when we were on the IEP meeting. But I straight up told her, I was like, based off what they said, why would I send my kid there? I was like, I don't think that's gonna benefit him at all. And I was just like, now, like I said before, like I am not the type of parent that is bigger than if this is what's best for my child and this is where he's gonna be most successful, to send him there. But I said, in this situation, I don't think this is best for my child. I was like, I don't think he's gonna get anything out of that program. And I was like, and it doesn't seem like they also think he's gonna get anything out that program. So that's pretty much what I have been dealing with the first week of January. I have also been trying to find another like caregiver for Jackson, just like somebody else, because like I feel like I've always just really depended on my parents to like watch Jackson and babysit him. And sometimes like they always can't, you know, like do that. They always can't. I don't know if I like my bun. They always can't like watch him. They have things going on in their like personal lives and stuff like that. And I still want to be able to like go out sometimes. I still want to be able to do certain things. And I just feel like I've put myself in this box where, you know, I only have let like my parents watch him, because I just feel like, you know, you always are going to kind of like trust your family. And by any means, like, sometimes you can't even trust your family. So, but I mean, I feel like in my situation, like I trust my parents. I know he's well taken care of when he's with them. So now I feel like I'm having to step out of my comfort zone and like trust somebody else to care for him. And I keep telling myself, like, you know, you've trusted for him to go to like other, like he's gone to in-home daycares in the past. I said I just need to make that a priority this year, because like I said, I just need to I need to have somebody else. Like my parents, like they have their own lives and things like that, and I have my own life, you know what I'm saying? And I need to kind of like branch out and not just always depend on them to like watch him, because there have been some times like where I want to go and I want to do certain things, but I end up not being able to go because my parents can't watch him. So yeah, it's like for my own like mental health, because don't get me wrong, parents need a break. As a parent, you need a break. And I just feel like I don't want to get into that space where I just feel like, oh my gosh, like I never get a break, because I've been there. I've been in that space where I felt like I never got a break. I'm always with my kid. I'm always in the house. And y'all, it will drive you insane. Like I always feel like when I get time away to like not have to be in mommy mode, you just come back refreshed. Like, and you just need to just like have time to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves that. But yeah, that's what's pretty much been going on in my life. But I've just been trying to like set some like goals that I really want to do this year for like Jackson, as well as for myself. Like I said, I mentioned I want to like find a caregiver for him outside of my parents. I really want to work on him sleeping in his own bed. I want to actually like probably buy him like some new furniture and redo his room, because I feel like his room is kind of like kitty. He's 11, he's a big boy. So I kind of want to like make him have like a big boy room. So redoing his room, and just different like goals that I have set as well. For me, I want to stop eating out as much, like start cooking more meals, getting more active. Like your girl is going to be 37 this year. TT is going to be 37, baby. And I just feel like I just need to get more like active, because I'm getting older. Like I want to be able to be still mobile and like very much that girl when I'm like 70, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's been going on. All right, I'm gonna stop running my mouth, y'all, because we gotta put a little pep in our step. I will probably pick y'all back up when I get downstairs. So I'm downstairs. I got this little like hydro jug. I think it's 14 ounces. I got it for Christmas. It was on sale, I think. But I like put in my iced coffee in this because I'm trying to make my own coffee instead of always going to Dunkin'. So I already put my ice in here, and I put 1 pump of sugar-free vanilla and 1 pump of sugar-free caramel in here. Right now, I do like this specific brand, the Stoke. I like the bright and mellow because I always like a blonde. I think that's what, like a blonde roast. So, but there is this cold brew that I want to try. I think it's at Kroger's. I don't know the name of it, but I really want to try it. And it said it was like low calories. So that's gonna be my next purchase once I use this. So I'm gonna pour me some iced coffee. And then of course my favorite creamer is the Chobani. This one is the sweet cream one. I also like the white mocha one. No, not the white. Is it? No, the white chocolate one. Is it white chocolate or white mocha? I don't know. The one that's like white chocolate or white mocha. I like that one. And then I also tried their cookie butter one that I really liked. I did not like the birthday cake one. So then I'm just gonna pour some of this in here. I usually would put it like in my frother and make it like a sweet little cold. Oh my gosh, I'm spilling it. I'm just gonna take the straw out and kind of mix it really quick. Give it a little taste test. Oh yeah, that's good. Now to just get it in here. Jeez Louise. Oh, it's overflowing. No. Okay. Let me clean up this mess. What time is it? Okay. Perfect timing. This girl gotta get ready to head out. At least it's Friday. It was a long week, y'all. When I say it was a long week, it was a long week. Okay. So yeah. Just wanted to show y'all how I've been making my little iced coffee. I also bought a lunchbox. I got the little Stanley cooler one, but it's like the Love Shack fancy one. I can show y'all real quick. So this is the lunchbox I got, and I feel like my little cup goes perfectly with it. So yeah, I really want to, that was another one of like my goals going into the new year, is like bringing my lunch, because I'm always spending money because I'm buying lunch. So I'm gonna start bringing my lunch. But first, your girl gotta go grocery shopping. But yeah, let me stop running my mouth. I hope you guys have a great day, or I don't know if you're watching this at night or whatever. Hope you had a great day. Hope you're gonna have a great day, whichever it is. But let me go. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later.